What's going on, battle boys and girls? Welcome to another one of Black Iron's battles. Today we've got a 2 versus 2 Total War Warhammer Rise of the Tomb Kings 1 versus 1 live quick battle for you. Let's do it moving and let's see how this goes. So it looks like we may be facing up against the vampire Celts, and you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna show what happens when keeping it real goes wrong. Okay, so it looks like he's gonna quick ready on us, which is good for the we'll go ahead and get that. It's good for the game. We'll go ahead and get the Night Goblin Warboss, and against the Dawi we really let's see, what do we want here? We'll go with the Goblin Big Boss on a Spider, and we'll go ahead and grab that Night Goblin Shaman, strip him down, and let's go ahead and we'll just use those 2 debuff spells. Besides that, we're going to get some armor piercing here with the Nasty Skulkers. We'll get some armor piercing there with 3 Black Orcs. We'll take let's see, we'll take those 8-peaked loonies. We'll take the the Warlord's boys. Of course, yeah, you know, this time we're not going to take the Rusty Airs. You know, I've been having a little bit of trouble protecting them. So this time we'll just bring Mogrove's Mangy Marauders, and we are going to bring a Spider and a second Spider, leaving us 177 left, which we'll just toss right into these. There we go, should be good to go. So we've got armor piercing on almost all of our units. If he has a lot of thunders, we should have trouble. Those Arachnoks will take a ton of thunder and cannon fire just being so big and monstrous, but can't always go with the same build. It's got to get a little crazy, have a little fun, and since we're doing it live, you know, we always want to entertain the fans. So if you guys are enjoying this, please let me know in the comments below. Send me some, you know, I've got all sorts of games. I play Total War Arena, I play Vermintide. You know, if you guys want to see more of anything specific, let me know. Blood Bowl 2, Week 5 has just ended, and Week 6 is on its way coming up. So you'll see me playing against Gojira's Underworld or Necromantic team, the Underworld's finest this week, and he's one of the top, I think, third. I think he's in 3rd place, so it should be good since I'm right near the bottom with my Orc squad. So you should be seeing a bunch of games going. I was able to get round 5 of my tournament, you know, my season there wrapped up. And so hopefully you guys are all enjoying watching all those Blood Bowl games. I mean, it is just great that we're able to get in and get some guys playing Blood Bowl again. I mean, I've loved it for many years, so it's fun. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out some of the Blood Bowl games. Check out the Wild Hogs League. We do have actually a fun beginners league. It's not even for beginners, just for anybody. It's just a casual league where you can play, and you know, if you're just go ahead and hop into Turn's Discord. Let me know if you don't know the Discord address, and I'll send it to you. And just email me at blackironbattles@gmail.com, and I'll get you that information. I can't post it on the internet because we're afraid of bots. You know, we don't want the Russian bots to get us. Overall, though, you see, we're all set up here. We've got the we've got our, actually let's put one group on the left side, and we'll go ahead and put another group here in the trees on the right side. So we are going to move those Nasty Skulkers up on their own. I was going to kind of keep them in the back line with the boys and just have them be like a little surprise, but at the same time, you know, let's keep it real. They're better up front with everyone else. All right, somehow I messed up all my numbering here. Try this one more time. There we go. So make sure that one's the one on the right, and we're just waiting for the dwarves to level up, and here it goes. So right off the bat, let's we've got some pretty good, so we'll just start moving. He does have, it looks like, an organ gun. He's got a bolt thrower, so we're gonna just charge right towards that organ gun, charge right towards that bolt thrower. We're gonna go ahead and try to get on these gyrocopters with brimstone guns. Let's see, start moving these units, Nasty Skulkers up here through here. We'll get these units up through here. If we can, we'll go ahead and move them right around there, try to get them onto that flame cannon. At this point, you can see our Wolf Riders are coming up here. They're going to take a few shots. Okay, so we've got some Iron Drakes here. There is some big boys. So at this point, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to summon some Spiders right up in front there. And we'll go ahead and let's let them do some damage, take some damage there. Hopefully those big boys will be on, let's see, hopefully they'll be on auto. Oh man, that organ gun is going to do some pretty good work to those Black Orcs. We're going to move that group right over in there. And at this point, oh, we got to get those Mogrubs back. It looks like they're under attack. Our group on the left here has got to hurry up and get involved. But we're out of the way and we're still doing okay. And now we're going to go ahead and take some shots at these Dwarf Warriors while we bring those units of Mogrubs. No. We need you around the outside. So while we're at it, let's take some more shots at those Iron Drakes. And you see there, we have taken some pretty good shots. We're also taking shots on the Goblin Warboss there. We got to get around the edge there, and we'll get right into those Iron Drakes. We'll get right here into those Dwarf Warriors, and we're going to get our front line there into battle. Now you see here, we have taken some pretty heavy shots there. At the same time, we're not doing too bad. So we'll go ahead and let's debuff these guys over here. And that's okay. We've got our Nasty Skulkers in here. We go ahead and use their ability there, slow down the guys behind them, and we're doing just fine. He does have some corridors over there, so let's go ahead and get these Black Orcs right into battle as soon as we can. And we'll go ahead and just get everyone fighting at this point. We're going to go ahead and move in there. Let's see, where's our other group? We'll go ahead and see if we can't... Oh, yeah, there we go. So we'll send those loons right around the edges. Let's go ahead and move them out of line of sight. And we'll just keep fighting at this point. Let's go ahead and get in here. Let's move in, and we're going to move everyone right here into the middle here. And at the same time, we're finally trying to get those Nasty Skulkers on the edges there. And we'll go ahead and put these guys in melee mode, and let's have them go right into there as well. We're doing okay. Let's go ahead and put a big debuff here on that front line again. And these Black Orcs should get right into those Dwarf Warriors. We should actually get right onto these Iron Drakes as we get these Mogrubs there. This group over here is not doing great, but at the same time, we'll go ahead and let's buff that front line. Let's do something with those Dwarf Warriors. And let's go ahead and we're going to get all three of our units here right on top of this Lord now. We're going to try to move through there. Let's go ahead and just keep debuffing as much as we can. And just keep it moving, keep fighting. And we're doing all right. It's not great. We are taking some hits here. Oh, that's because we're playing without our spiders. Oh my god, you guys. If I win this now, this will be amazing. We're going to go ahead and get those spiders have not been doing anything. We've been fighting it out with just without the spiders. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and use the smoke bomb there. We're going to go ahead and just keep fighting. We're moving Mogrubs back, and we're taking them out of melee mode. And let's see where this big spider can get in here, and we'll get this second spider in the side here. And we are going to do okay. We may be able to see if we can grab him. If we can get this smoke bomb off so that it'll... there we go. I think that... Oh, there we go. So we've got the smoke bomb off on the Rangers, and we're just going to keep fighting here in the middle. Finally, we're able to get the spider there, and a lot of his artillery has actually been taken care of at this point, so we're still doing okay. Now let's go ahead and let's debuff this whole group of units here, and we'll go ahead and just keep fighting. Let's see if maybe we can finally get our Lord up there. We do have some ranged units here, but I think they were just routed off. We're also going to go ahead and summon some spiders wherever we can. You see, we're just knocking that Dwarf Lord flying. At the same time, I mean, we're going to have some trouble. Let's go ahead and get as many spiders summoned as we can before he's taken off the field. And let's go ahead and finally use this last debuff there and keep that Winds of Magic going. Alright, at the same time, let's go ahead and get on top of this Lord. And we're going to go ahead and actually get on top of those Iron Drakes. We'll go ahead and get on top of this group of Iron Drakes there. And let's go ahead and check how everyone's doing. We'll go ahead and get these Black Orcs back into the battle. This group of Rangers is shaking off the field, so let's go ahead and get on top of those Iron Drakes. And at this point, let's go ahead and use our... there we go. We're doing everything we can. Are we on top? Let's see if we can maybe kill that Dwarven Lord. See if we can get in here. Have him charging, and we're actually going to take out those Iron Drakes pretty quickly. He's going to have some trouble in the back there. We've still got some Black Orcs that are fighting. We've got some units over here on the flanks that need to come back. So we'll go ahead and just keep everyone getting back into the battle. Go ahead and get these Mogrubs way over here on the side. Maybe go ahead and take some shots at some of these. Let's go ahead and take some... Yeah, at this point, let's just take some shots at you know, everything, pretty much everything we can. I don't even know what I'm shooting at this point. We do have some of these Nasty Skulkers returning, so we're going to go ahead and get them in there on those Iron Drakes. We got this group of Black Orcs there, and I think it actually turned to our advantage that we kept those. I think I will show this to everyone. So even though it's a little bit embarrassing to forget about two of your most important units, I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't normally play with, you know, I don't normally play with these big units of spiders and stuff like this. I normally just play with pretty standard Black Orc armies, so it didn't feel even slightly odd to me to All right, so let's go ahead and get on top of these dwarf warriors. Let's see, we got another smoke bomb here available. I think all those iron drakes were. There we go. Let's go ahead and get in here, get in the back here. And I'm sure he was wondering what in the world I was doing, but it actually is working out. I think we were able to take out his military. The fact that these Arachnarok Spiders are getting in here at the end and doing some major work, that was okay with me. All right. I think that's just about it. I think he left the game. And we'll go ahead and let's save that 111. And let's go ahead and take a look at the post-battle wrap-up. So you guys saw there, we brought a little bit of a different army. It was still difficult for the dwarves to take us on. So I mean, with all of this armor piercing we had, you saw those black orcs were in there. We were getting shots. We were getting around the backside with the Mogreb's Mangy Marauders. We actually were able to move up some of these black orcs in the tree line. We were able to sneak around with those Nasty Skulkers, which I had given chevrons. So they were actually able to get 55 and 43 kills. I mean, that's as many as these black orcs. And you see that even though all of these warlords boys and all of the AP Greenies, the 3 groups of black orcs, even though they were there in that front line, they also have a good amount of health. So we were getting some good debuffs off with that Night Goblin Shaman, debuffing those groups of troops. And also here, for So-So, the dwarf warriors with great weapons, while they do major armor piercing damage, they are pretty weak and they don't have high defense as well. So without a lot of units with high defense, we were able to kind of pack them up pretty quick. I mean, look at the AP Greenies and the Warlords boys. They got 110 kills between them. You saw we were able to get some Nasty Skulkers in and take out those Rangers pretty easily. And the Hammers and those big Iron Drake, while they were able to take some shots, and we were able to cut them to shreds. I mean, the armor piercing on these Nasty Skulkers got in the back there. You saw the Mogreb's Mangy Marauders. While they weren't getting a lot of kills, they were taking off good amounts of health off of these units in the back and just causing a general distraction. So by the time I remembered and brought those 2 Arachnarok Spiders in there, they were able to seal the day because, I mean, a lot of those big units were already down. Take a look over here at So-So's army. You see that Lord, while, I mean, he was in there, he wasn't able to do as much as you would hope. So probably a Rune Lord would have been a much better pick for an army like this. I mean, or even it's just pretty much the generic Dwarf Lord. I mean, what he did bring was a lot of expensive units, which are pretty cool. And the generic Dwarf Lord is pretty cheap and survivable. So if that's what you're going for, that's a good idea. But you should definitely bring in a few more Dwarf Warriors here, and maybe some Regiments of Renown even if you have them. I see here the Azek Reminders. So Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, or maybe a group of Slayers or something might have been something pretty useful for him. You can see here these frontline, the Dwarf Warriors, they got a few kills. They're fighting against Black Orcs, and even with the armor piercing, they did have some trouble. The Longbeards themselves, 81 kills here, so that unit of Longbeards was able to cut something down. I'm assuming it was a group of Nasty Skulkers, and the Nasty Skulkers don't have a lot of defense, so if you're not able to get them in the sides like I did, then they'll die. But at the same time, these expensive Iron Drakes, really expensive bolt thrower, and I mean, you see that those gyrocopters, they weren't even killed. We just left them to the end, and the army was going to break without them really causing a big fuss. So by the time those 2 groups managed to shoot down these Arachnarok Spiders and Queens, we would have probably won the game at that point, and that was kind of what was happening. Overall, though, it was a great game to my opponent, So-So. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if this is the type of content you enjoy or if you'd like to see something else. Please subscribe below for more great online content. This is Black Iron, and this has been another one of Black Iron's Battles.